Natalie and Monique Middlecoff, Natalie Hodson. Okay, so one of the most common questions we're getting is, can you do this program while you're pregnant, or what parts of the program should you do while you're pregnant?
Yeah, that's a great question. So there's some things that you want to focus on. So if you have been active, especially up to pregnancy, you really can safely continue in that activity level.
Yeah.
Obviously, it'll be some modifications and changes, but the big important things that you want to modify is as you get into later stages of pregnancy, keeping your heart rate a little lower will help. So if, depending on your fitness level, if this is something that's really challenging, taking extra rests in between each time, longer breaks, will really help just keep your heart rate a little lower.
Totally. I remember I really struggled with that while I was pregnant because I was used to being an athlete, you know, being really hardcore. And then you guys have seen my pictures. My stomach was massive while I was pregnant, and I couldn't physically do a lot of the exercises. So it was one of those things where mentally I almost had to give myself permission and say, it's okay if my exercise today is going to be walking slowly.
Right.
But that, and you know, we were just talking about this earlier from a disease prevention standpoint.
Right.
Walking
That's huge.
is amazing. And so sometimes you have to give yourself permission to kind of slow things down. But going back to the actual exercises that we're showing here, there's nothing in here that would be recommended not to do during pregnancy.
Right.
And if anything, all the pelvic floor strengthening exercises that we are doing in this program is going to be incredibly beneficial after you have your baby to keep that pelvic floor really strong.
Absolutely. And one quick tip you can always think about when you're kind of trying to make a decision is anytime we're bringing our ribs closer to our hips during especially late stages of pregnancy, that would be one that you'd want to avoid. And in our program,
sense it.
Yes,
it usually just doesn't feel
absolutely
comfortable.
Right. And so any bracing activity, especially for pelvic floor exercise, just going to help you later so that you don't have to do as much recovery on the back end.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, great question. So the next question is one that